Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Retro Tea Lounge. I am your Brewmaster Sweet Tea Killer, and today is a bit of a special day. So, two things. Number one, as of last night during my live stream, I didn't get the email until after my live stream. I got an email, and it. I'm feeling some kind of way about it. So, if any of you don't know, but you recognize this cup that I've drank from since I've been streaming, not every night, but almost every single night, this is what I shake up my G Fuel energy drink in. Well, as of last night, during my live stream, I got an email saying that I was accepted as a brand partner for G Fuel Energy. Now, what that means is that you can use my code STK, like Sweet Tea Killer, but just abbreviated, STK for 30% off of G Fuel on gfuel.com. It doesn't work on Amazon. You have to go straight to the website. So, with that being said, that's pretty cool. But now let's get into the crux point of today's video. So what we're going to be doing is actually pretty cool. We're going to be taking this PlayStation 2 and we're going to be putting this Noctua fan in it to give it some extra airflow because it has the stock fan in it. And also, we are going to be putting this 1 terabyte SSD in the console. Now, the reason that we're doing this is because I can take the library of games that I have stored on my computer from the games that I have on my shelf and and other places that I have my games stored, but I can take those games that I legally own and put them on this drive right here. And then using this right here, this is called FreeMcBoot. It's trying to think of a way to describe it, but if you Google FreeMcBoot, or look it up on Amazon. By the way, everything that I'm using today, there is a link. Well, not this because I have a different drive link. But anyway, so the FreeMcBoot software, the fan, the drive adapter, everything is linked in the description of this video below. By the way, if you forget what my code is for G Fuel Energy, it's in the description below too. So anyway, so yeah, FreeMcBoot will allow you to load games from this, and I have not checked prices recently because prices of PC parts are out of control. But I know this one, the last time I checked, was about $25. And I believe that this drive right here is 1 terabyte. And the SSD is much more expensive, but this one right here, I believe, is about $45, $50. So, yeah, there's that. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So I have this nifty little bag here, and it has some cables in it. And this is all for setting up new computers or soft modding old ones. And being that this, I mean, I know it's a console, but all consoles are basically computers anyway. They have BIOSes. I don't know how you say that, but either way, they have basic software that they run off of, and they have, graphics processors, they have storage, they have all that stuff, same stuff that a normal computer would have. So whether people would like to admit it or not, they are just basically PCs. They just have limited functionality. I know I probably sent everybody's a lot of different people's brains like on Walkabout, by saying that, but it's the truth. Here we go. All right, so the first thing I have here is a SATA connection cord. It's a USB-A, USB 3.0 to SATA power and data. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy right here and we're going to plug him in here. I'm really glad I'm wearing my glasses because I was trying to do this earlier and I didn't have my glasses on. It did not go well. So I'm just going to set this on top of my computer and plug this guy in. And so now we're going to open up a piece of software called WinHip, and it will be coming up on your screen momentarily as soon as I find where the shortcut's at. There it is. Okay, so this is the user interface. So we're going to try to select drives. Try this again. See if it's even showing up. So it is not. All right. Might have to do a little bit of prep work for it, but that's okay. Two terabyte. Well, this went way better the first time I tried to do this than this time. Oh, I forgot a very important step. Yes. Okay. All right. So this drive is not showing up. Okay. This is going to be a real short stream if I can't figure this out. And if I can't figure it out, then we'll do the rest of the mod, and I'll figure the hard drive out and post a non-live video about it. But that's okay, because there's still plenty to do. Let's see if this is... I don't think that there are many drives that are not compatible with using WinHip. So we'll have to find out. Click on it so you guys can see what I'm doing. Options, HD loader. Yeah, this drive is not showing up, and I cannot figure out why. Almost any up to 2 terabytes. Reliable options include WD Blue, WD10EZEX. WD10EZEX. It's fully compatible with a fat PlayStation 2 using SATA network adapter. However, WinHip is an obsolete utility and is not recommended. Instead, use modern, actively supported tools to format the drive and transfer games. Okay, well then what's the recommended one? Okay, well, we'll just have to adapt and overcome. My son is having a grand old time, and he's supposed to be going to sleep. But that's the nature of having children. And by the way, this PlayStation belongs to a coworker. So if it doesn't work, sorry, buddy. That's a good sound. All right, Alright, so we need to turn it off. I just want to make sure that it worked before I got too far into this. Probably should have done that off stream, but it is what it is. So, let me move this window around. Alright, now I can actually see it because my camera's over here. Alright, so anyway, this right here, it comes off. Just pull it like that. Just pops off. Then you have a large opening right there. And this port right here is where that is going to go. So it fits on there. Like that, and then you tighten these two screws. All right. So I'm going to take my drive that's not showing up. There was basically another way to skin a cat listed on Google. So I'm going to try that out. And if it does not work, then I'll still have the fan mod done, and the easy part is this. Okay. Now that's not wiggling around anymore. What I saw earlier that I was looking at where is it? Here we go. So this is the instructions. Prepare the drive, install the drive into your PS2 using a SATA network adapter, which I have. Boot into W-Launch ELF, available via FreeMcBoot, which is right here. And go to Miscellaneous, HDD Manager, press R1 and format the drive. So that's what we're going to do. That's not the right one. And then after that, or providing that works, we'll go back to what we were doing. But I will switch the source to that. And that's fine right there. No, not a big deal. All right, now we're actually getting somewhere. Okay, so miscellaneous. That's not. Select. Reset. I've only done this one time, so apparently stuff has changed. Move this down so I can see it. All right. All right, what was it? HDD manager? I don't think this is it either. All right. Do. Definitely not. Back. Maybe that's it. I know what it looks like once I see it, but I can't remember exactly where to find it. The fan kicked on. Formatting. Okay. Maybe that's not the fan. That's just the spinny drive. And so it is not necessary for you to get an SSD. Obviously, like I said earlier, the SSD will make load times dramatically less. That's the main point of getting an SSD. If you want to get a spinny drive, that's perfectly fine. Well, I hope. Because I didn't have a spinny drive whenever I did mine. And I also did not have this problem. And for everybody that is watching this on a replay, if you would like to see the original video that I did, then I'll make it available probably in a pinned comment, because there's so much already in the description of this video. I'll put a pinned comment and make sure that everybody can find it easily. Because once I plugged mine into my PC using the cable that I mentioned earlier, it showed up and I carried on. I started getting a little bit impatient with the console plus the drive and this formatting process. But then I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, this is 20-year-old hardware. So I'm going to give it probably another 5 minutes, and then we'll see. Because I don't want to stop it in the middle of what it's got to do, because then that could break it, and that'll be a problem. And now we wait. So how's everybody doing? There are currently no games installed on the hard disk drive. Okay. We can deal with that. So in that case, all right, so I'm assuming it's formatted. We'll see. Unplug the power, the signal. Get my screwdriver back. The fact that it showed up fairly quickly whenever I put it into the console and turned it on and everything gave me a lot of hope. Oops. All right, let's open up WinHip and run as administrator. Yes. Okay. Select drive. It's still not showing up. Oh, crap. All right. Well, I'm going to try one more thing, and then we're moving on. And unfortunately, my coworker is not going to be able to use this part of it. But like I said, the hard part of it will be completed. And apparently, I didn't realize it, but the hard part is this part. Here I was worried about breaking a ribbon cable. But this is part of what happens whenever, or it's part of what happens in computers and stuff like that. You have to troubleshoot. You have to do this, that, and the other to make things work. It's aggravating, but it is what it is. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oopsies. Is it W launch or U launch? I'm going to try stuff until I find what I'm looking for. Because I know good and darn well it's on there. I don't think this is what I'm looking for either. External hard drive was working. It doesn't know it was never working. Haha, just kidding. Alright, you know what? I am not going to worry about this part anymore. I will do this part later. Let's get on with the mod. That's not the right one. There we go. Okay, so moving right along. Let's put this fan in. So I'm gonna go to my be right back screen, and I will be right back. But there's not going to be any sound. I'll leave the microphone on so you know that the stream hasn't crashed. And I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, here we go. Just adjusting the camera here a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now, this obviously is my PlayStation, or the PlayStation 2 that we're going to be working on. First thing we're going to do is take this drive back out. I will address that at a later time. I was hoping to be able to play some games on it, but since we're not able to, So if you're ever going to take a PlayStation 2 apart, you're going to have where you need talk. Where you need to start is all of these.
I found this on the web for if you're ever going to take a PlayStation to apart, you're going to have to work at the top. Check it out.
The heck was that? Telling you, man, Transformers is real, man. Oh boy. So, anyway, if you're going to take one apart, then you have to take these feet off, and then these 4 black squares. And being that I do have the proper tools to do that with, I'm going to use them. So, yeah, just a little rubber square like that. And these are plastic, so they'll probably break pretty easily. Like that one just did. And each one of those holes has the same type of Phillips head screw in there. I think these two are, or no, these two are longer because they go all the way through everything. So swap out my screwdriver tip. Okay, I was wrong. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done this. Well, they're magnetic. A good old-fashioned old plastic pop whenever you loosen the screw up. Okay. Now, before you go to take this top off, which is loose now, you might be able to see it a little bit. This does not move. This does not move. And the power and reset button do not move. Well, I'll take that back. I think these are attached, but they are attached with a ribbon cable that will break fairly easily. Come up, lift up, and towards the front. Money! And there's the ribbon cable. So, see if I can get a good shot of this. to get this, you twist to the side and pull it out. Now, this is what we're after. But we have to do a little bit of stuff first. Can't remember if this... Because while the fan right here, it just pops up with like one screw, we still have to get it unplugged up from under this metal plate. Take that screw out. Make sure that the whole thing will, well, the power button lifts out just like that. And so now the fan is free. But we got to get this whole thing out. So it's got those two screws. Okay. I'm having trouble remembering how to get the disk drive out. We are relearning. Thankfully, Sony did not use a bunch of random screws for whenever they designed this thing, like many companies do now. I'm starting to remember things. That, put it aside. Okay. Put these small screws. And if you take this one off, this is the power supply board. You want to be very careful because it's plugged in right there. Those 4 pins right there plug in right here. So we'll set that to the side. Now we can lift the the drive cage, which we were trying to put our drive in earlier. Then there is that, and there is our connector for our fan, right there. So lift that guy up, pull it out, and it's free. And where do I put the new one? You can kind of see the difference. This one is a lot thinner than this one, and so therefore the blades are thinner. They don't cover as much room, and therefore won't push as much air. So these Noctua fans, the Noctua brand is more expensive than pretty much all the rest of them, but they have a reputation of making really, really good fans. So we're gonna make sure that we put that guy back in there. And I'm having trouble at the moment remembering how it went in. That's okay. Okay, so that's soldered on there. And this itty bitty little connector is what operates the fan. Thankfully, and what I'm about to say has been tested by multiple people, the fan doesn't use any more power than the original did, so you don't have a higher power consumption and need a bigger power supply and all that kind of stuff. I got a hole in my lip apparently. Alright, so now we can take our power supply board, and I'm going to get a brush so we can brush some of this dust off of here. Like I said earlier, my son's supposed to be sleeping, so I'm not going to get an air blower out. It's going good, sweetheart. Okay. Now we're much cleaner than we were. Oh, we gotta put the plastic back on. Let's say, come on, you. So I go there, or take this guy, put it back on. Yeah, that wire went up underneath the plastic so that it would stay away from the power supply. Try to make sure we maintain that. Definitely don't want those wires getting hot and melting. I think it would have been much more exciting if I'd done this while I was still plugged in. I'm just kidding, kids. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't ever work on something while it's still plugged in. By the way, for anybody who's wondering, and anybody who cares, I have worked in the electrical field for 21 years in residential, commercial, industrial, and aviation. So I know a thing or two. I'm not by no means an expert, but I know a thing or two about electricity. So when I tell you to be safe, please be safe. That is coming from a lifetime of work, and also not making mistakes myself that I should not have made, because I am a trained professional and trying to make sure that other people don't. Because electricity is... I forgot to put that back on. Did I was trained to know that electricity moves at the speed of light. It does not matter how fast you think you are, it's faster. Now here's the other question. Does it go up into there? Because I don't remember. I don't think it matters. That's the cool part. Alright, now I'm going to take that same brush. I'm going to brush this thing out really quick because it's kind of dusty. There we go. That is considerably better. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. That's the front. Okay. You know, this was made before the days of 3D printing. I'm actually really impressed by how well all of the different plastic pieces and everything go together. given the technology or lack thereof that was available at the time. It will not go over that darn corner. Okay. Sit your butt down in there. Trying to manage all of these pieces to make sure that none of them break. Always have an extra light handy. Well, I guess we won't do that then. How's it going, man? Well, you missed all of my technical difficulties, and honestly, you're here for one of them. So, anyway, I'm glad you're here, man. How's it going? There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay. So no, the original fan is a lot smaller, and being that the plan is to where I put it, there it is. The plan is to put this drive in there, and these create a certain amount of heat, especially long gaming sessions, a lot of data being transferred back and forth, it's a good idea to have a bit more airflow. But no, the original fan did not die. I mean, if it did, then this is pretty much the way to do it. But yeah, that's what it's for. Alright, so that's going to go over there. Have to take this thing loose. I'm going to try to make sure I don't blind everybody with my flashlight. I need like a headlamp or something. All right. So how was your day today there, John? I was home all day, 0 miles driven. I'm tired. Yeah, tomorrow, Tater and I are taking little T to the zoo in Florida. So we're going to be driving a little bit. Well, I'm going to be driving a little bit. They're going to be riding a little bit. Okay, it goes the other way. Turn that back off. Alright. Those screws there. Can't remember where these 2 screws go. That's a problem. Ah, there they are. Maybe? No. Doggone it. There's one. I got one more that I don't know where it goes. Yeah, it's not too bad, and there's a lot of water to look at. I'm wondering if this thing is going to go on because that did not go in right. I swear I'm not trying to blind anybody. Okay. We'll see. Yeah, Tater and I are actually planning on going to Tennessee in November, so that's an even longer drive than just to Jacksonville. So, yeah, we'll see about that one. It is a beautiful drive, but it is so flipping long. Power goes on top. That's money. I drove 895 miles the day I got off the boat. I drove basically from 9 a.m. to midnight. Ooh. We rode about 500 miles Friday and Saturday. Then I rode another 263 miles to park the bike and drive my truck. 217. That's a lot of flipping miles, dude. A lot of people ask me when I was doing almost 2,000 miles from Thursday. Yeah. A lot of people ask me, because I grew up around it, I was raised around it and stuff like that. Why don't you become a truck, or work on trucks, or become a truck driver and blah blah blah? I'm like, I don't want to. I don't flipping want to. That's all there is to it. There's no reason for me to do it because I'll just be miserable. Then I became a Sparky and got basically harness lightning. So yeah. Nope. There's a screw in there already. I've had my issues with the electrical field, but I don't think I would have been even remotely happy driving all the time. Every once in a while, not a big deal. All right. The fan mod is complete. It is complete. And as you guys can see, it does stick out a little bit farther. Turn this light off. It does stick out a little bit farther than the original one. But I think it still looks very nice. The only problem is I still don't know this flipping screw went. But whatever. It's not an aircraft. It's not a vehicle that's going to be driving down the road. It's not a lug nut, nothing like that. So I've sat and thought to myself, I wonder how many miles I have under me between driving and running a boat 21 years. It has got to be over 1 million. Oh, yeah. I mean, when you're running mileage like that, especially, well, I mean, when you're running miles like that, yeah. Of an NES, well, I tell you what, if you find the parts and some instructions on how to install them, I'd be happy to. Hell, I might do it. I might do it in my NES that I have on my shelf. All right. So get the power cord. Sure, I'll do it. Yeah, ain't no big deal. So I'm turning it around so that you guys can see the fan running. She's alive. And it's silent. You cannot hear this fan. But you can feel it. Okay. Okay. Now, I'll just leave the camera on this because this thing is the star of the show right now. Let's play a game, I guess. All right. I forgot to put this thing in there. So this right here is the software that makes the drive work. And from here on out, the rest of the stream is going to be troubleshooting why the stupid drive won't work. All right. Now, get over there. Oh, it's right here. So yeah, this is what I'm having to do to try to figure out why it won't work. Because nobody... That's interesting. That's an interesting thought. Where is it? So this is a piece of software. It's called Crystal Disk Info. And it tells you a lot about what or the health of any drive that you have connected to the machine that you're working with. I'm going to load it up again. Yes. Alright, it doesn't even show up here. But yeah, these are all of the drives that I have in my computer. And it tells you how big they are, their health mainly. Like the C drive, which I've had for 6 years now, the health of it is 91%. So we're doing good there. This one, this is the big one that I keep all of my games and stuff on. It's at 100%. So we're good there. And this guy is the offending one. And I have no idea what to do. A fatal hardware or failure or a loose internal connection. That is unfortunate. Reboot your computer. Well, I'm kind of using my computer right now. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Oh well, screw it. Alright, let's turn that off. Well, this stream did not go the way that I wanted. And I am going to work on that drive offline. And so for the rest of today or tonight, I'm gonna play something. Don't know quite what yet. Ooh, that's a good one. Maybe not. Yes. Not that. There we go. All right. Holy crap, that's enormous. That's what she said. Sorry. There we go. Let's play some flipping video games. Yes. Ultimate Mortal Kombat, Shaolin Monks. First visible, it's always visible. Alright. Oh, really? How was it? Oh, good. I actually like Carl Urban, who played Johnny Cage, and I haven't seen anything that he's been in that I have not liked. So we got Goro, Shao Kahn, Liu Kang, Kano. Jax is not unlocked yet. Sub-Zero, which is my boy. Ermac, Smoke, Jade, Katana, Baraka, Raiden, Melina. Kind of leaning towards Raiden, but I'll stick with Sub-Zero. The drive that he got is not working.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, that's unfortunate.
What in the world?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, all I saw was somebody eating someone else's brain, so,
Oh.
you know. No, repoint the timer.
I'm not worried about it.
Alright. Oh. You done talking?
A little bit. Okay, good night. Love you, June. Spine rip. This is a pretty sick intro. I actually have one of those accounts, but I'll see what you got. Might be something else for me and Tater to watch on date night. Whoa. Run, boy.
Destroying the island. Get out. We must return to the Wuxi Academy.
Run, boy. Oh, okay. All right, I got you. Yeah, it's a pretty good intro. Yeah, that'll probably be something that I watch by myself if I get around to watching it. Goro's Lair.
You won your first Mortal Kombat tournament. Earth has been spared, but Shang Tsung is a poor loser.
Oh no, definitely not.
Shang Tsung's traps. You must find your way off the island before it crumbles into the sea. Make your way to the Wuxi Academy.
Everyone that's reading, some characters work different. The 4 base characters haven't changed. Characters Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion can do the basic tasks in the game. Fatalities, mortalities, and brutalities. These characters are labeled as number 0. There are other 4 versus characters. Baraka, Katana, Johnny Cage. These characters labels as number 1. Okay. Using number 2 characters, basic enemies don't block excessively. Don't juggle mask guards or shadow priests. Okay. This is version 2 of Ultimate Mortal Kombat Shiloin Monks. For more information, go read the README text in the files I provided. Mod created by Relaxed Dirk.
Pick up the items I've left behind for information.
Be careful with some characters like Goro, Katana, and Melina. They can clip through walls with some move.
Learn to perform quick attacks.
Launching attacks. Cool.
Perform your signature special attacks.
Oops. Ooh. You can throw a skull. While running, press any attack button. Oh, well, obviously. Oh, he gets... Is it? Oh, I didn't know the top of it was cut off. Oops. Alright, exit. I'll throw this at you.
You can lock on to the nearest enemy. When you are locked on, you will block it.
Alright, how do I block? Perform a block to progress. Oh, well that was easy.
Liu Kang, behind you!
Do I look like Liu Kang to you?
When multiple enemies surround you, do not concentrate on just one. Attack in different directions to hit them all.
Don't tell me what to do.
If you attack while in the air, you can perform an air attack.
Cool.
Pick up the skulls for common.
Let me try to do something real quick like. Use manipulation, turn your enemy into a human shield or manipulate them. I know this place.
Up here! This is the way off the island.
I thought his head got eaten. What do I know?
Jump and grab the ledges to get out of the pit. The exit's this way.
Oops. Run, boy. Told you to run.
Shang Tsung's servants.
I do not serve Shang Tsung.
Use the left analog stick to aim where an opponent will land during a throw.
You now have the power to execute a fatality. You must execute a fatality to open. Performing combination attacks builds your ability to execute a fatality. Now hit the enemy with the fatality stunner.
Cool. Need further help, press the start for more information.
For known fatalities.
Get over here!
Gross. You're eating your own.
These can also be used to allow you to progress. Knock an enemy into the weak wall to the left to escape this area. Use the help of an ally. Throw an enemy into the weak wall to the left. Using a throw to knock the enemy into the wall. More secrets are available if you use the help of an ally.
Oh, so you have to use two-player.
More secrets are available if you use the help of an ally.
Cool, whatever. Is that a save point? That sucks.
Use caution. Enemies and hazards could be anywhere. Try looking around before jumping into a new area.
Save point. Yes. Well, that sucked. Come on, big fella. Let's play. Okay.
You now have the ability to perform a long jump.
Doggone it. I learned from Max Payne. I need to save.
The guards ahead hold the key to the only portal on this island. Defeat them. When you lock on to an enemy, you will block incoming attacks.
Hang on a minute. Four down, four square. The Harakiri.
Long ago, in the magic realm of Outworld, Shao Kahn hungered for power, for strength, for all all things dark and arcane. The blood he spilled in his brutal conquest of Outworld is impossible to measure or imagine, as was his hunger. Once all he could see was under his control, Shao Kahn turned his attention to Earth. But the Elder Gods had created a mystical tournament to protect Earth, known as Mortal Kombat. Shao Kahn could only lay claim to Earth if his champions were victorious in the tournament. Thus far, Earth's warriors have triumphed, saving Earth. But some fights only require a lone victory, and all can be lost with a single defeat.
You have ensured peace for Earth once again this day. But there is no power in these medals apart from the knowledge you must carry into every battle. That no one is a champion alone. If one of us is in chains, none of us are free. If even one succeeds, the victory is ours. Liu Kang, you have defeated the sorcerer Shang Tsung. You have saved this realm as your forefathers did from his evil. You are Earthrealm's champion and hero.
Thank you, Master Raiden. When next the tournament is fought, it will be my ancestors that are honored.
Sonya Blade, you were a warrior before the tournament began. But here you have been tested and triumphed against enemies beyond Earth's measure.
Thank you, Master Raiden.
I know you have your chief officers to report to, but know that you will always have friends here and warriors willing to help you in your future missions.
Sir.
Johnny Cage.
Lay it on me, Raiden.
Bow, you idiot.
Despite your natural shortcomings, you have proven yourself a valuable ally against Shang Tsung. You have the respect of myself and the Shaolin Order.
Master.
Ah, Kung Lao. Family honor is not won in a single day. It is won all the days of a life. It is won in fidelity and faithfulness. It is achieved through perseverance. There is not a warrior here that would have survived if you had not warned them of the traps in Goro's lair. Your family has been honored. Your friends honor you as well.
Cool
For the
hat.
moment, you have earned rest. Enjoy the peace you will find walking these grounds.
Enjoy the peace you will find walking these grounds that's about to end horribly and violently.
These outworld abominations are poison to our world. Even their blood and rotting bones are like an acid to this realm. You must send them back to where they came from. Defend the Academy.
That's just rude. Really? How dare you move when I'm trying to get enough stuff built up to brutally eviscerate you. Bye-bye. Hello, I can't flip and see. Alright, well, that's going to do it for me for tonight. I didn't even know any of the Mortal Kombat games had. So, they do. This one obviously does. And Mortal Kombat, Deadly Alliance, Deception, and Armageddon all have a adventure story that goes along with them. And you're playing as a student, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while, but you're playing as a student. Yeah, that I was like, all right, I can't see squat, so whatever. You're playing as a student, and you're going around, you're learning the moves of the different characters, and you have to do all of their special moves, their basic attacks, their combos, and even ultimately their fatalities. So it's kind of the same thing, and I don't know why people say that this game is so much better than the other three, but this one is the one of the new quote unquote Mortal Kombat that is actually good. So they're interesting. I think some of them may be on your laptop if you want to give them a shot. So yeah, there's that. So I hate that we didn't get what we had intended to done tonight, but maybe it was lack of preparation on my part, which normally does not happen. Normally I'm able to adapt and overcome, but this is a bit beyond what I know how to do. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to do it offline, and I'll make a video about it and post it as a short or something. So yeah, that is going to do it for me for tonight, because I do have to drive a good bit tomorrow. So I will see everybody tomorrow, and if I have enough time, once I get back, which I probably will, then we will start God of War Chains of Olympus. I know that that was the big question today, and honestly, I probably should have just done Chains of Olympus and knocked it out before the next week starts. But it is what it is. So yeah, I will almost definitely be back tomorrow. If I don't have time to prep, then I'll find something else to do. It'll probably be like Mario or something I can do. I can turn my brain off and still do. So by the way, for anybody who is watching who did not get to see the beginning of the stream, where is my camera? I said this at the beginning. I'll say it now. If you need some energy and don't like the jitters that coffee gives you, then you can go to gfuel.com and you can use my code STK for 30% off. They come in 40 serving tubs, and the serving is the scoop that's included. And you can also pick yourself up a shaker bottle, kind of like this one, or they have different styles and stuff like that. From the very basic to very ornate. So that's really cool. And I do get a small commission off that, so you would be helping the channel if you do so. So like I said, that's going to be it for me for tonight. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow night. And until then, work hard, play hard, game hard. But above all else, be excellent to each other. Have a good night.